2024 Monza Italian Grand Prix predictions. I'm your big host, big luscious Vilgax, the Prophet, Muhammad, here in the flesh, over the microphone, and I'm here to spit some game today. A little bit of a goob, nothing too crazy in the way of predictions, that McLaren has become the fastest thing on 4 wheels, so that's cool, great for us. But yeah, let's just get into it, no fluff and filler. Check the description for all that good stuff, and yeah, let's move into it. Easiest qualifying prediction of my life. If Lando doesn't somehow stick it on pole, yeah. I mean, you know, Piastri's quick. Piastri's very fast. But honestly, he has like no excuse at this point. At minimum, it has to be McLaren. If not, that's rough. All right. Moving on to the big stuff though. The big meat, the big potatoes. We got DNF, we got Group Noobs, we got Shy Drive, breaking into the top 10, second and third, and we got the race winner. I really couldn't pick any, not even off vibes. I wasn't feeling anything silly or goofy for DNF. That was reasonable, so I'm gonna leave it blank. Somehow we had a Zandvoort without anything, which is like preposterous to be honest. Especially given how nasty it was 2023, but that was a lot of rain, so it's fair enough. But moving on, Alfa Romeo Steak. Group Noobs. It's the only team I feel like is gonna come out with like a bit of a stinker this weekend. And the only person I was tempted to put in DNF was Bottas, just like some unlucky, just Bottas moment. You know how it'd be. Shy Drive. I've got 2 picks for Shy Drive. I've got Pierre Gasly. Not quite breaking into the top 10. Maybe sitting like 11th or 12th for the Gas Man. I just feel like that Alpine's gonna be like an absolute tractor on this circuit. I actually can't imagine it being quick at all, but I think he'll give us the most that he possibly can. And I've got Franco Colapinto. I think not that he will get like I don't know. I don't know how fast the Williams will be around Monza. It'll be better than the Alpine, I imagine. But I think he'll have a good weekend. I don't think he'll have like an absolute shocker, like first like rookie Shimon. I think he'll be fine. For his first race in Formula 1, I think he'll have a good outing. That's all that Shy Drive means for Franco. Shit. Moving into the top 10, I feel like it has been a really long time since I predicted this guy to get points, but he's looking not awful. He's not looking great or anything, but he's not, he's looking okay. So I guess I'll put him in for 10th, behind Yuki Tsunoda. I think Yuki's gonna have a banger here, and they better have a banger after that travesty of a strategy they pulled in Zandvoort. Ricciardo fans love belly aching and bitching. Oh, they gave my boy Ricciardo such a bad strategy. He has not had anything like that. That was outrageous. Oh my god, Ricciardo has never even had anything that bad in his life. That was, well, besides maybe some infamous pit stops in Monaco, but besides that, in terms of strategy at RB, that was probably the worst I've seen. That was actually like comedic almost. But he'll come back. Basically, his home Grand Prix, Monza is, and 9th would be yummy and scrumptious for little Yuki. I've got a Hulkenberg 8th. Hulkenberg 8th seems kind of flames. Seems pretty righteous. The Haas is a bit like the Williams of old in terms of like straight line performance this year, and I feel like Haas are due for points soon again. I feel like it's been too long. I feel like it's been a hot minute, and they were bagging in crazy points earlier this year. Like what we had back-to-back double Haas points, did we not? Maybe not. But I think it's about time for Haas to kick into gear, get a nice little cute 8th for the team. That'd be very good. Now kicking it into where we just like chuck in a bunch of the top teams in some random order. First up, I've got George Russell 7th, which is low, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm not even gonna explain it. I don't even care. This one though, Max. This is nothing against Max. I just don't really believe in the car too much right now, which I think is pretty fair. I think Max will do, his Max things. He'll do like what he can, but I think he's gonna get beaten out by Hamilton. Whether it's the fault of the car or his own. I know a lot of people are pointing out that Max is complaining about braking after that regulation failure, and that the RB20 has failed to comply to, and they had to change it over the holidays. And suddenly he's complaining about brake bias and all this, and it's like, go figure. But I think he's gonna get beat out by Hamilton this weekend. And right ahead of Hamilton, I've got his what do you even call it? The guy that he stole his seat, his job, left him unemployed for a little bit. Carlos Sainz, I had him in 4th position. I just feel like the Ferrari's gonna bang this weekend. I think it's literally gonna go Ferrari, rather than McLaren. Spoilers, I guess. But I think the Ferrari's gonna have a bit of a beast weekend. It's not gonna be the McLarens, but I think they're gonna get this shit together just a little bit more. That Charles podium was big. That was big from Charles. I like it. A lot of Ferrari fans are like claiming it's like some like tractor. Like, you want to see a tractor? Go to the start of 2023 and look at the McLaren. That is a tractor. Like, come on, boys. I think Ferrari fans, like, they got spoiled a little bit by the Ferrari kind of being a bit beast at the start of the year. To like, when did it start being bad? Like Monaco? No. Yeah, after Monaco, it was like, what are we doing here? Whew. But Ferrari, I think they're on their comeback era. Nothing like McLaren, but I think I'm predicting another back-to-back Charles podium, back to form, back to that run of form he had early in the year where he was just scoring like 4th, 3rd, 4th, like all this good stuff. I want him to prove why he's the GOAT in that driver pairing at least. I believe, what did I put Charles in my rankings? Maybe like 3rd, and I want him to prove why I put him in 3rd. Because I genuinely think this guy has not done any wrong this year, like, to be honest. And Charles 3rd. It's looking good. And then we got the McLarens. I don't know. I was really tempted to put, cause I Lando, I expect to get pole position, and then in my brain I also was immediately like race 1 to Lando, and there's a few ways you can go about this. Either Lando gets pole, loses it immediately again at the start of the race to Piastri, who will probably qualify 2nd or something like that, maybe 3rd, who knows. And then Piastri will lead, and then he'll have the race from there. But there's also, I can see a lot of McLaren politics right now in terms of like, depending on if Max if it looks like Max might have like a terrible race, they might really go all in on Lando, even if he loses the lead straight away, and feed Lando a win. Because the Drivers' Championship it's a big gap, but I can see if Max starts having stinkers and Red Bull starts falling apart super hard, and this McLaren is truly this devious rocket ship, and Andrea Sella is right now saying like, ooh, we might have Sebastian Vettel season 2013. Like, I don't know about that, but that is what he's hoping for. So I can see maybe some politics getting involved and Lando just having to win regardless of what happens in qualifying and at turn 1. But for now, I'm gonna put. I'll back myself actually. Piastri 2nd, and Lando Norris. Not even from merit. Not even from merit. I think there'll be some McLaren PR disaster politics, like goob nonsense, and they'll just like feed Lando that win. Which I get it. Depending on where Max is, if he's having like an absolute stinker, I get it. I wouldn't do it because it's dog as fuck, as we say in the US, but what are you gonna do? But that's my little predictions for Monza. Quick little recap. The entirety of Stake kicks Sauber for Goob Noobs. Shy's driver got Pierre Gasly and Franco Colapinto. Top 10, I've got Perez finally, placing him into the points. Yuki Tsunoda 9th, Hulkenberg 8th, George Russell 7th, Max 6th, Lewis Hamilton 5th, Carlos Sainz 4th, Charles Leclerc on the podium again on 3rd, Piastri 2nd, and Orlando politics Donald Trump, Boris Johnson 1st. The mighty. And that's me for today. That's the predictions. This race, I fear, might be very boring, at least for the top 2, or I would say like top 5 positions. The midfield might have a bit of a shyster race, but besides that, I feel like it might be another pretty boring weekend. Zandvoort was something else. That was so sleeper. It was kind of insane. But that's me for today. Eat your meals, eat your greens, drink some water, stay hydrated, brush your teeth, go outside, and have fun. Goodbye.